Greetings and welcome everyone to episode 19 of our FTB Continuum Let's Play series. And today's episode, we are going to pick up where we left off. I've been working on some stuff since then. We have a lot of cows now. They have multiplied quite nicely. We've already got some leather. I've already killed some, so it should be enough for what we want to do today. So let's go in here. We've already looked at our book about some of the things we want to accomplish today. One of them being the Conveyor Belts. I've also been working on gathering some other stuff while I continue to progress here, as you can see. So one of the things we got going here is we have some coal coke, which hopefully will be enough to get these guys cooked up. So I'm going to allow them to work at their pace to get it done. Hopefully we can get, hopefully we have enough to cook up this block of iron on our blast furnace. I'm not sure how much fuel it takes to make a block of steel, but we're certainly going to try. So let's go in here. That's going to run for a bit. It's going to take its time. Going through there, we're going to give electrum its own place, and of course we got to put away copper. So I was thinking electrum can just go, you know, right here. And then next to it we'll probably put some other materials. We also need to give steel a place. We'll probably put it up here or down there. Not really sure yet. It's not really a mixing metal. It doesn't really mix with other things to make other types of metal or alloys. But this is consuming quite a bit of coal coke, which is okay. I mean, it'll take its time. But getting those 4 blocks done is kind of what we're aiming towards here. Now, one of the other things I wanted to do today was make the conveyor belts. And we're probably going to thin the numbers of a few more cows here, just so that we can have enough of what we need. Oh, buddy, you just got away. Oh well, we'll catch him back later if we need to. Having some wild ones on the island really isn't such a bad thing. Trying to get these guys murdered without killing others is going to be the key here, like that. Try not to injure any of the babies here, because the babies are what we're trying to keep alive. 17 should be enough. Plus it gives us another set of food here, because we're switching over from the chicken jerky to the beef jerky, because it is better on saturation and better on healing, I guess you could say, healing our hunger. So let's put some more of that up there. Whoops. We should also probably go check on our farm, but I think it's okay. It's already got 2.5 chests full of wood, not to mention all the other wood we have over here and whatnot. It's just an immense amount of items to deal with. So let's see here. To make our conveyor belts, it's going to require, let's see, it's going to require quite a bit. I've been looking up some of the recipes of what's coming up for us. And from what I can tell, we need steel, because we're going to need steel nuggets, we need some redstone and some leather. It's going to be pretty easy for us to get this stuff taken care of. Now, one of the things I was looking into is what comes next after those conveyor belts, and it looks like we're going to go towards the metal press, which is going to be tough, but it's going to be worth it. And once I get it done, we're probably going to put on some sort of passive power, which is going to be these water wheels and a few other things that are going to be really, really nice that we're going to want. We're going to want the better tanks. We're going to want to go towards steam. We got quite a few things to be able to get into coming up, which is going to be really, really nice. I see a lot of progress being made, and there is some benefits that we're going to be able to get from this pack, hopefully, with this stuff. Why does that look like it is? Oh, it's at 94%. It is almost done. And I'd also like to talk about our bees. We're making good progress on our bees. I wanted to show you guys how we're coming along with the commons. And I may not be burning through them like some people would, but I enjoy working on their traits. Like, I'm trying to get the shorter one to be the active trait. And it bounces back and forth right now, because as you can tell, the drones either have it as a double or have it as a single. So every other one they've had it as a double. So what we want to do is you want to pick the one that is a shorter lifespan, and then I just pitch the other one in the water. It's no big deal. We need to get the gene pool up and running to be able to get that going fairly well here. So as you can tell, hopefully it'll come out and be dominant, and then we'll eventually get it full blown. But our cultivated ones are doing really well, but they don't have the native fast speed for their production like they normally would. They're currently only at normal, if I remember correctly. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's normal. Oh, it says unknown genome. Well, we can fix that. So normal is the production, see? And it's even a recessive trait. So what we're going to have to do is, I'm going to rebreed these. These will be backups. I'll keep them as backups, but we'll rebreed these ones back once I get them finished to another forest or something. Maybe not a forest, but maybe like a meadow or an unusual, and we can get another cultivated set, hopefully with a fast trait that we'll be able to keep this time. And that's the goal. I'm breeding them without having to use the machines, and I know it's a little bit more time consuming, but I think it has a little bit more enjoyment for me to be able to do it that way. So let's see. I want at least one block of whatchamacallit to be done, steel to be done before we progress much further, because I'd really like to be able to use the ingots of it. So it is burning 64% of the way through. It is eating up coal coke. So what I'm probably going to do is I am going to take a short break, and I am going to wait for these guys to catch up, and then I'll be back. I think it's one full block for one full block. If I was doing individual pieces, it would be one for one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these blocks finish smelting, and then I will be back. Okay, so we have our first block of steel done, so let's use it to make our... Let's go give it a spot first before I go burning it all up, because I'm going to. So I'm going to stick it down here on the bottom in the corner here. It's a good enough spot for it anyway. We give us 81 of those nuggets that we need, and we don't really need that many, so I'm going to try to make, like, let's say 5 conveyor belts. So let's go, well, let's say 4. So let's go with 8 of these, and we're going to need 4 redstone, and that should be pretty easy. Just drop down here, and of course create our recipe. Doesn't usually require a bag, but we finished that quest. Let's check it out here. Of course, you know we're not really going to do it, but it's the idea. So we're going to need 2 conveyor belts for this, which we already have. We're going to need 2 steel scaffolding. We're going to need an engineering block, a redstone engineering block, and a single piston. So let's go here and let's start by making a piston here. So a piston was, if I remember correctly, it takes a minute to make a piston. I just haven't made one since I made all these over here. A piece of redstone, a piece of iron. Now, if I remember correctly, it is actually required over here for what we need. We can't make it in a regular crafter. Oh yeah, I had it right the first time. There we go. So it's going to take about 20 seconds. I thought it'd take a minute. Thank goodness it only takes 20 seconds. It's pretty funny when I don't remember how how long it takes. Just a few seconds left and we're good to go. So let's see, we got that piston now that we're going to need. I'm not sure we're going to need a piston for anything else, but we can check. So let's open up our book here again. 2 steel scaffolding. So let's go in here, and I don't know if I should go straight to immersive or not, because I don't know how spread out this stuff is, but we're going to check and find out here. So steel scaffolding is pretty easy by the looks of things. If I chisel it, I can chisel it from regular scaffolding. Okay, so it's steel with steel rods. How do we make steel rods? Just 2. 2 make 4, so I'll at least need 1, and I'll get 6 scaffolding from it. So 1, 2, I need 5 pieces just for this. So let's get those here. We're already getting low. And we are just getting started. So let's see here. We got these here. Strike it across the top. We have our 6 scaffolding. Check. Each piece is coming into place here. Then heavy engineering block and redstone engineering block. So let's look up engineering block, and we should get them both here without having to sift and sort through. Okay, there we go. So we got 3 types of engineering block. We need the heavy one, which again is a lot of steel, and this one's pretty easy. So let's start with this one. So we're gonna do 4 redstone, 1 copper, 4 iron. So let's grab that. Okay, 1 copper and 4, well, we got 5 iron. Good enough. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 of these out of this. We only really need 1, but it's the idea. Oh, we don't need the light one. We need the heavy one. So it's 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12, plus 2 more pistons. So let's make those pistons real quick. They aren't too difficult to make. And 2 of you, and 6 of you. Oh man, worked out perfect there. So let's go place these in here. We'll let them go while we're gonna go check on our steel outside. So let those go. It's gonna take about 40 seconds. Hopefully we have another block done. We're close. We're at 65%. So it being close helps out. This one's at 78%. So I'll be back once this gets done. So another block of steel is done, and we should have enough to at least be able to build this, thankfully. So let's go in here and let's drop it off and make sure we have the right count here. We have 12. That's exactly as many as we're gonna need, I think, if I remember correctly. So let's grab that and let's look into making the final item that we need. Those pistons should be done too as well, which is good. Yep, those pistons are done. So let's look into what else we need for this heavy engineering block. The 2 pistons. You saw that I was making some electrum because I was preparing for this. And plus it's needed for the future for a lot of other things as well, so it's not that big a deal. So 4, 4, and 4, we're gonna need some 2 pieces of copper, and we're good to go. So let's make this block here. Let's make our steel mechanical component. We have a stowaway there, that backpack. Always trying to get you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna make this. And oh, we get 2 out of it even. That's even better. I thought we were only gonna get 1. So now we need to follow the instructions for getting this set up correctly. Let's look at our book. And we've progressed in our quest again. We can check that out if you'd like. And now we've opened up a whole slew of items through immersive engineering. I think one of the next ones is going to be taking care of passive power, because that will save us in the long run and help us get a lot further, a lot faster. Not that I'm trying to speed my way through this, but I do prefer convenience and automation when it comes to wanting or being able to do the things I want to do. So let's look in our book here. Our book will slowly show us how to make it. So we're going to put down the scaffolding, and you basically see how it's made, right? I think you got the idea. I think we can pause it even, like right there. And then all it's going to go is the heavy block, and then we're going to need our hammer. Let's grab our hammer. I almost forgot about that. And we're going to put this out back and get this set up in some way, shape, or form. I think we'll put it right across here like this. Or no. Oh, that's a good question. Where am I going to put this? We'll probably put it over here. Let's do that. Let's put it over here. Yeah, I'll live with that. I can live with that. So for the moment, let's move some things around. It's going to be you, and then conveyor belts on here like so. Oh, advanced road to nowhere. Let's see, I've never been on one of these before. Oh yeah, it just pushes you and probably the items as well. So we're going to put down one of these. I assume the piston has to go at the proper angle, and since we don't have the ability to angle things just yet, we're going to have to improvise for the moment. And put this one up here. We need to put that other block on top. the heavy engineering block. There we go. Now we'll just break this, catch it, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to get down in this little hole to angle the piston correctly. There we go. There we go. And so that should, in theory, do it. This is a minor one. We need the bigger one because can't have a hole in the ground. Grass block. We need you. There we go. And we'll swap it out here and we're good. So now we should just be able to smack it with a hammer. The hammer rotated it. Which block do I hit to make this thing? I should have read the instructions. Okay, so maybe they need to be facing the right direction here. Eesh. Okay, so they're both going the right direction now. Huzzah! There we go. We got it. We got it. Thought there for a second I wasn't going to get it, but we got it. So pressing matters. We finally got the achievement, or the advancement. We need those power cables that I infamously keep everywhere. And we're going to need to run power from this here over into this here. So we're going to need to... There we go. We snagged it. And so let's run it over here like this. Hopefully we have enough to get all the way over and down. I'm not sure we do though. 1, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got the... We're trying to put it in place of this. But we need to move that. But it works. Now it has Oh. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Phew. Thought I had gone to the top. Okay, so we can still run through here with this. And now we're going to need a press. And for the press, we're going to need to make a pair of cutters. So let's look up press, because in there it's got to go like it's like a mold for the ingots. And of course we're going to want the plate one because we need plates. We're eventually going to want this one as well. But that one's going to take a minute because it's going to require steel plates to do it. So we got to do this one first. So the engineering wire cutters is what we're going to need. So it's going to be 2 sticks. And thankfully it's a piece of iron and not a piece of steel. So, oh, it's only 1, I think. I think I messed that up, but oh well. And we have some sticks already. So we have our little shears here. And it is going to require some more steel. 3 more ingots of steel, which isn't a problem. We can get that without too much difficulty. So what I'm going to do here is let's go outside and check on our progress. We should be doing fairly well with our setup. We're 74%, which is good. Let's check. I think our last one is done over here on our coke oven. It sure is. We're going to have to do something with all that creosote here soon. But we're going to be able to make an engine that's going to be able to work with it shortly, which is very good. Very good. Okay, so that'll finish up and it should consume all those to create that. 77%, we are almost done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for this to finish and then I will be back. So I just wanted to show you guys, we just got it. So we were looking at the lifespan as short and we just got shorter on not only the Princess but also on the drone. So that means it is pretty much guaranteed from here on out to have those 2 traits indefinitely for us. Lifespan shorter on both the active and inactive. So I'm thankful for that. And I mostly keep that down. I try to get the lowest one possible out of that particular species because it makes it easier to crossbreed it if I have that trait because it's shortening the lifespan. I think there's even a bee out there that has a super short lifespan, and once you get to the point where you're only wanting to do productivity, you'll probably splice in the longest lifespan one, which is can be difficult to do at times. But we're making progress, and I'm happy that we are accomplishing that. But as you can tell, we're at 95%, so we're almost there for what needs to be done. And so once we get there, we'll be good to go. There it is, our final block, and that means we're ready to go. So let's go in the house, and let's put this all together here. There we go. And we'll go into our recipe for this particular press. We're going to go like this and get rid of the bag. I wonder how much it takes for that. I need to look that up. Because am I going to be using less metal to make this gear? I need to see. Nope, still takes only 4. But in a way we could automate it, so I guess that's the importance of being able to use it. So we're going to drop off our steel here. We're doing pretty good. We've got our press. Let me take a quick rest and I'll be back. So it's morning. So let's take off and take care of this here. Be pretty easy. I'm not really sure how to put the press in there. It's got power. So we're doing good. Okay, so we got the press in there. It's got power. So let's make some plates. Do we have enough power in here? Well, we have one at least supplying it with power, but we can increase that significantly. Not that we don't have the charcoal to give it all that it requires, let me tell you. We are good for charcoal. Now we just gotta find a way to automate almost all this, and we'll be on fire. We will be on fire. So let's grab some iron, and we're gonna do... Let's see. I'm gonna see what happens if I throw them on there. I've never used one of these before, so I'm not entirely sure how it works. Oh, so it does work if I just throw it on there. Oh, this is so awesome. There's gonna be a way to automate it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. This is totally awesome. We get up there. There we go. Oh, there we go. Nice. This is pretty cool. I really like this. I bet you that went into the mining bag though. It sure did. Both of them did. Okay. So our plates are all over here. This is awesome. So they are an entity when they're on the conveyor belt. You can't really touch them until they get off the conveyor belt from what I've noticed. And it doesn't seem to be consuming a terrible amount of power, which is good, I guess. So I'm going to call this a success. I mean, I don't really know what else to call it because we're winning, right? We are actually winning. So we now have the ability to make plates for anything we need, and that's going to help us out immensely. We can make the circuits now using the Empowerer. We can do all these things we have wanted to do. And where did our plates go? In the mining bag. Sure did. So let's close off our mining bag for a bit. So we have our plates. We have the ability to progress into the next few steps. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put my hammer up here. And we're going to put this up as well. I'm not really sure where we're going to put the book just yet. It's going to need a place too though. But we do have quite a few nice things. Let's see. We're going to put all these extra blocks we got into here. And in the next episode, we're going to be going to use these plates to make all sorts of things that we need to make. We can do reinforced storage crates. We can get into making the specialized lights. We can get into making the drain. We can get into... There's just so many things we can get into now that we've opened up with this. It is just insane what we've accomplished today. And we've finished this one as well, so we could get the small storage crates. We can get into the passive power generation. We can get into quite a few things, and we're going to. So that's going to be the start of the next episode, is working towards those things. And the Empowerer is going to help us do that, and the metal press is helping us do that. And so I thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.